Have you ever been stuck in a situation where you are like, okay, this is it, it's the worst, it's over? What if I told you that instead of just giving up or ignoring the problem, you can handle it like a pro and even future-proof yourself from the same issues? Whether you are a quality manager who wants to reduce quality defects and maximize customer satisfaction, or just someone who's looking for a better way to deal with daily life issues,
Here we go again.
this video is for you. I know you want to jump the gun and have a lot of questions about this mystery method. Ironically, that's the beauty of this method since it's based on 7 questions. This 5W2H method forces you to ask key questions regarding the problem. And when you answer them, you are much more compartmentalized and have a clear shell around which to build your decision. Now let's get into the details of these questions, and after that, I'll explain how you can integrate it into your work or daily life as well. The next sentence might be a little bit hard to keep track of, but don't worry because by the end of this video, you'll understand them completely. Ready? Here it goes. The 7 questions in 5W2H are what, who, where, when, why, how, and how much. By asking and answering these questions, you or your team can completely understand a problem or situation, make informed decisions, and even take precautions for the future. Now that we know the names, let's jump into the details of these questions as I explain them along with an example, so it's easier to digest for you. The first question you'll ask is what, and it aims to explain what the problem at hand is. Now, suppose you manage a pizzeria, and one day, a customer calls you and says that they received the wrong order. So, what do you think the answer to what would be in this case? That's simple. A customer ordered a pepperoni pizza, but got a vegetarian pizza instead. Hopping on to the next question, who, we'll figure out who is being affected by this problem. In the case of your pizza place, the people who would be in this category would be the unhappy customer, the cashier who took the order, the delivery guy who'll have to make another run, and finally, you, since you'll have to bear a loss. Next up, we'll answer where, to understand the location or the context of the problem. So now we know that the problem took place at the cash counter, where the cashier accidentally took the wrong order. In this game of detectives, the next clue would lie in the answer to when. You see, timing is crucial in problem solving. If you understand the timeline better, you can know at what time the problem emerged and how it evolved. For our pizza joint, this took place around Friday hour rush point, and it evolved into the customer receiving the wrong order. And when you answer the last W, which is why, you'll finally understand why the issue occurred and what were the factors that led to its development. In our example, the problem occurred because the cashier selected the wrong item in the register. After all, they were rushing out the orders. Now that we are done with W's, let's answer how. That way, you'll understand the processes, actions, or mechanisms that led to the problem in the first place. For us, since there was no order confirmation system in place, it led to this problem. Lastly, we'll answer how much, which focuses on the measurement of the impact of this problem. Like how much of this problem exists, or how much is it affecting the people we discussed in the who section. When we answer this for our pizza place, the impact would be the cost of a new pizza, the cost of the delivery, the added waiting period for the customer, and the potential for losing a customer. You'll be surprised about the benefits of this method. By answering all of these questions, you would have a much more structured approach to solving your problems. You and your team are always focused on the problems. You understand them completely, and nothing gets overlooked. But you should be aware of some common pitfalls because this method isn't perfect. You should remember not to overcomplicate things. Stay focused on relevant information and involve the right people. However, if you follow some pro tips, you'll find it to be a real-life hack. For example, you should always be precise and specific while asking the questions. You should be open-minded and consider multiple perspectives when formulating the questions. And lastly, test them with colleagues or team members. For example, now that you've answered these questions, let's see how they help us solve our pizza problem. Since you know that the problem occurred because there was no verification system in place, you'll install one. Next, you'll train your staff to handle stressful situations like rush hour much better. Lastly, you'll send your customers a free drink so that they remain loyal to your pizza joint. This was just one example of how you can use this method to improve your work life. But the beauty of this method is that it extends to your daily life as well, and you can tackle any problem using this smart approach. That's it for this video. Will you be using this method for yourself or your company? Let us know if you solve any issues using it in the comments below.